Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop? Like even when everything is quiet around you, your thoughts are loud, restless, and endless? Do you replay the same conversations again and again, wondering if you said the wrong thing? Do you lie awake at night thinking about the past, worry about the future, and questioning every decision you make? What if the real problem isn't the world around you, but the storm inside your head? And what if, slowly and silently, overthinking is stealing your peace, your confidence, and your happiness one thought at a time? Overthinking doesn't just stay inside your mind. It follows you everywhere. It sits with you when you're alone. It whispers to you when you're trying to focus. It grows louder at night when everything else becomes silent. You try to relax, but your brain keeps searching for problems that don't even exist. You replay old mistakes, wondering how things could have been different. You imagine worst-case scenarios, even when nothing bad has happened. It feels exhausting. You feel mentally tired all the time, even when you've done nothing physically. Your heart feels heavy. Your chest feels tight. Sometimes you just want one moment of silence in your own head, but the thoughts keep coming again and again, like a broken loop you can't escape. Overthinking makes small problems feel huge. It makes simple decisions feel impossible. You question yourself constantly. You fear making the wrong move. And slowly, you start losing confidence in yourself. You stop trusting your own judgment. You stop believing in your own strength. And the worst part? From the outside, no one can see this battle. They think you're fine. They think you're strong. But inside, your mind is tired and your heart is overwhelmed. You look at other people, and it seems like life is easier for them. They laugh freely. They make decisions quickly. They move forward without hesitation. They don't seem trapped in their thoughts the way you are. And sometimes, you wonder what's wrong with you. Why does everything feel so heavy for you? Why do you think so much before doing anything? Why do you feel stuck while everyone else keeps moving? On social media, people look confident, calm, and happy. They share their achievements, their travels, their smiles, and you start comparing your life to theirs. You feel like they have everything figured out while you're still trying to understand your own mind. But what hurts the most is the silent comparison you make every day. You tell yourself, they are stronger, they are smarter, they don't struggle like I do. And the more you compare, the smaller you feel. You start believing that maybe you're just weak. Maybe your mind is broken. Maybe you'll never feel free like they do. But the truth is, what you see is only a small part of their life. You don't see their fears, their doubts, or their struggles. And yet, you keep comparing your inside to their outside. Over time, overthinking slowly turns into self-doubt. You begin questioning everything about yourself. Every decision feels risky. Every step feels uncertain. You start thinking, what if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? What if I make the wrong choice again? You blame yourself for things that happened in the past. You replay old memories and think, I should have done better. I should have said something different. And the more you think, the more regret you feel. Sometimes, you don't even trust your own feelings anymore. You question your instincts. You hesitate before speaking. You hesitate before acting. And that hesitation slowly holds you back from opportunities, relationships, and growth. You feel lost inside your own mind. You want peace, but you don't know how to find it. You want clarity, but all you hear is noise. And then one day, you start believing the worst thought of all. Maybe this is just who I am. You begin to accept that overthinking is a permanent part of you, that maybe you will always feel this way. And that thought alone feels heavy enough to break your spirit. But here's something important you need to understand. Change doesn't happen overnight. Healing doesn't come in one day. And silence in the mind doesn't appear instantly. If you've been overthinking for years, you can't expect it to disappear in a week. Your mind has been trained to worry, to analyze, to fear. It learned this slowly. and it will unlearn it slowly too. Be patient with yourself. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are human, and your mind is simply trying to protect you. It thinks that by thinking more, it can prevent pain. But sometimes, it creates more pain instead. The journey to peace is not fast. There will be days when your thoughts feel loud again. There will be nights when you can't sleep. But that doesn't mean you're not healing. It just means you're still learning. Every small step matters. Every moment you choose calm over panic matters. Every time you let a thought pass without chasing it, you are growing. You don't have to fix everything at once. You just have to keep moving one quiet step at a time. Healing begins when you stop fighting your thoughts and start observing them. Instead of believing every thought, you slowly learn to watch them. You remind yourself, this is just a thought, not a fact. You start giving your mind small moments of rest. Maybe it's a short walk. Maybe it's deep breathing. Maybe it's writing down what you feel. These simple actions may seem small, but they create space inside your mind. You learn to pause before reacting. You learn to question your fears. You ask yourself, is this really true, or is my mind just assuming the worst? And slowly, the power of those thoughts begins to fade. You start being kinder to yourself. Instead of blaming yourself for everything, you begin to forgive yourself. You accept that mistakes are part of being human. And the more you practice this, the quieter your mind becomes. Not completely silent, but calmer than before, softer than before. Healing doesn't mean your thoughts disappear. It means they stop controlling you. And that is where real peace begins.
One day, you will notice something different. The thoughts that once controlled you will no longer feel as powerful. You will still have moments of overthinking, but they won't break you like they used to. You will start trusting yourself again. You will make decisions without questioning every detail. You will speak without rehearsing every word in your head. And slowly, your confidence will return. You will realize that your mind is not your enemy. It is just a part of you that needed understanding, patience, and care. The same mind that once created fear can also create strength. The same thoughts that once held you back can now push you forward. And you will begin to see something beautiful. You survived your own storms. You faced the noise inside your head and kept going. That takes courage. That takes strength. You are not weak because you overthink. You are strong because you are still standing, still learning, still trying. And that strength has been inside you all along.
As time passes, you slowly become a different person. Not completely new, but stronger, calmer, and more aware. You begin to live more in the present instead of getting lost in the past or future. You stop chasing perfection. You stop trying to control everything. You start accepting life as it comes. And in that acceptance, you find peace. You make decisions with courage. You take chances without overanalyzing every possible outcome. You allow yourself to live, not just think. Your mind still thinks, but it no longer traps you. Your thoughts come and go like clouds passing in the sky. They don't stay long enough to create a storm. You smile more. You feel lighter. You breathe deeper. And you realize that life was never meant to be controlled completely. It was meant to be experienced. And the most beautiful part is this: you didn't become stronger by escaping your thoughts. You became stronger by learning how to live with them without letting them control you. Overthinking can feel like a silent enemy living inside your mind. It makes you question yourself. It makes you fear the future. It makes you replay the past again and again. And slowly, it steals your peace. But you are not alone in this battle. So many people struggle with the same thoughts, the same fears, and the same doubts. And just like them, you can learn to find calm again. The journey is not about stopping your mind completely. It is about learning how to guide it. It is about being patient with yourself. It is about healing slowly, step by step. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just need to keep moving forward. Every moment you choose to be kinder to yourself, you grow. Every time you let go of a negative thought, you become stronger. Every step you take toward peace matters. Remember this: your thoughts are powerful, but they are not in control of your life. You are. And no matter how loud your mind feels today, you have the strength to quiet the storm. If this message spoke to your heart, know that you're not alone on this journey. Healing takes time, and every small step you take matters. Here, we grow stronger together, one thought at a time. Subscribe to InnerFix to keep learning how to heal, how to rebuild, and how to become the strongest version of yourself. Because this is not just a channel. This is a place for broken minds to find peace. A place to rebuild from within. InnerFix, fix your mind. Change your life.